Anatomy of the Terraform ecosystem. Let's zoom out first. Terraform is not just a tool, it's an ecosystem. As you can see in this diagram, everything flows from inputs, to configuration, to provisioning, and finally to outputs and state. Think of Terraform like a control system. You feed it inputs, it processes them, and produces real infrastructure. Providers act as the translation layer. Now, here's the bridge between your code and the real world. Providers. As shown on this slide, Terraform itself doesn't talk directly to AWS, Azure, or GCP. Providers act as translators. When you run Terraform in it, Terraform downloads these plugins, and those plugins know exactly how to communicate with cloud platforms. So your code stays the same, but providers handle the differences. Terraform Registry categorizes providers. Not all providers are equal. This slide shows 3 categories. Official providers, maintained by HashiCorp partner providers, maintained by companies' community providers, built by contributors. Each has a different level of trust and support. So when you choose a provider, you're also choosing reliability, explicit source addresses, and version constraints. Now let's talk stability. As shown here, every provider has a source address like registry.terraform.io/hashicorp/local, and you can lock versions. This is critical, because without version constraints, your infrastructure could break with updates. What this really means is, you control when changes happen. Not Terraform. Terraform aggregates configuration files. Here's something many beginners miss. Terraform doesn't just read one file. As shown in this diagram, it automatically combines main.tf variables.tf outputs.tf providers.tf. All of them are processed together by the Terraform engine. So your infrastructure is modular but executed as one system. Input variables enable reusability. Now let's make things dynamic. Hard coding values is brittle, as shown on the left. Instead, Terraform uses variables. On the right side, you can see how values are passed dynamically. This allows you to reuse the same configuration across environments. Dev, staging, production, same code, different inputs. Terraform type system. Now let's talk about structure. Terraform enforces types. Simple types, string number boolean, and complex types, list map, set object tuple. This ensures your data is predictable. And that reduces errors, especially in large systems. The override hierarchy. Now here's a subtle but powerful concept. What happens when the same variable is defined in multiple places? Terraform follows a hierarchy. As shown in this pyramid, environment variables TFVARS files, auto-loaded files, command line flags, and CLI flags have the highest priority. So the last override wins. This gives you flexibility, but also control. Interpolation syntax. Now let's connect resources together. Terraform uses interpolation to link outputs of one resource to another. As shown here, one resource generates a value, and another resource consumes it. This creates an implicit dependency. So Terraform automatically knows the order of execution. No manual wiring needed. Dependencies define execution order. Let's make this clearer. There are 2 types of dependencies. Implicit, automatically detected. Explicit, defined using depends _ on as shown in this diagram. Terraform builds a dependency graph and ensures resources are created in the correct sequence. This prevents race conditions and broken infrastructure. Output variables export data. Now let's talk about outputs. Once resources are created, you often need their data, like instance IDs, IP addresses, generated names. Outputs capture this information. As shown here, you can retrieve them using Terraform output, and even pass them to other tools like Ansible, the code-to-cloud data lifecycle. Let's bring everything together. This final diagram shows the full lifecycle. Input variables flow into configuration. Terraform processes them with providers. Resources are created and connected. Outputs are generated. This is the complete journey. Code to infrastructure, to data, to output. And once you see this flow, Terraform becomes intuitive.